Askfrenchij, your girl next door, so that makes sure my neighbors. Hi neighbors, how y'all doing today? Okay, so today I am doing my sickle cell video, and I want to come where there's some sun out. So I'm gonna sit in the backyard and pray. Hey y'all. My neighbors out here smoking weed, y'all. But I'm trying to do a video in the sun where you guys can see me and just change the scenery, because I get tired of, oh, I hope the cars won't be a problem. Let me see. Okay, so the cars don't seem like they'll be an issue, but I just really wanted a different kind of video, different scenery. Yeah, this scenery is pretty cool. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is my sickle cell. And I just want to give you guys a sickle cell update, because I haven't done a sickle cell update in such a long time. I'm going to tell you exactly why. And if you have sickle cell, and if you don't, it's okay. Watch this video anyway, because some of the things I'm going to say in this video pertain to people in general. Okay. So I haven't been to my sickle cell doctor in 7 months. And for those of you who don't have sickle cell, a sickle cell doctor is a hematologist. And I see her as my specialist doctor for my sickle cell specifically. My old sickle cell doctor was a oncologist and a hematologist, so he worked with people who had cancer as well as sickle cell. And with having sickle cell patients and cancer patients, he would only see about 10 sickle cell patients and 50 cancer patients a week. So I wanted to get with somebody who was primarily a sickle cell doctor, who expertise was all sickle cell. So just being with her the past couple of months I've been with her, I've learned so much in this time frame. But I was disappointed because she was recommended by every doctor I had seen, who I was told I was going to her, and she was the best sickle cell doctor like in Charlotte. And so I was so excited. I was just like, yes, I'm going to see a sickle cell doctor catered to me. But unfortunately, I felt like a number, like we're in college again. Like, the professor doesn't know your first or last name, they just know your face, and they know your student ID number. Because I hadn't seen her in 7 months. I've been there with it. I haven't seen her in a year, but I haven't been to the doctor in 7 months. I saw my doctor the first time I went to her offices, and then I saw her nurse the second time I went, and the third time I went, I saw her co-doctor. So that really had me a little angry, because I just want to kind of see her. I don't like going to a doctor where you never know who you're going to get when you get there. That's how my primary is. I walk into the office, and whoever the doctor is on call that day is who I see. I'm used to being able to see a doctor who I know to be my doctor. So we can build a rapport together. You know me, my personality, and I know you, your personality, and we don't have to get to know each other all over again. Anyway, I was upset about not seeing her within 7 months, and believe me, I had made appointments. They said they were going to call me back with the first available appointment, and months went by before they called me again. And something about the scheduler got transferred or fired, or she quit, I don't know, but it was a mess evidently, and I basically was just skipped over. So I had good intentions to walk up in that office, storm up in there, and be like, look, and give them all the attitude I could, and give them a good cursing out without using curse words, because I was just so furious that I hadn't seen them in 7 months. I had been getting my prescriptions filled normally. It's just the fact that I hadn't seen my doctor. On the way there, I was like, no, I'm not going to give them an attitude. I'm not going to cuss anybody out. I'm just going to pray about it. And on the way to the doctor, I just prayed that God gave me the strength just to be calm, be myself, and get my point across, the fact that I did not like that I hadn't been there in so long. So, you know, when I got there, I didn't even have to say any of that, because they were just so welcoming, because they hadn't seen me in so long, and it was like they knew. It was like they knew I was getting ready to go off. Like, somebody told me I need to go to speech class. I hope they watch this video, because I really just don't care. Like, I get comments while I'm recording, because I record on my iPad, so yeah, I really just do not care. Anyway, back to the video. After I was welcomed with open arms, of course, when I go to see my sickle cell doctor, I see a team. I see her counselor, I see her caseworker, social worker, and I see an outreach, I think, person, and then I see her nurse, and then I leave. So I see a whole team of people. The actual doctor's appointment was last Friday, so almost a week ago. Today is Wednesday. What I did learn is Number one, she told me I need to quit intermittent fasting. Why do I need to quit intermittent fasting? She said because it's not for everybody and it's going to make me gain weight. But that's the thing about it. Intermittent fasting is an experience that everybody experiences differently. This person can intermittent fast and lose a lot of weight. This person can intermittent fast and not lose any weight. And I'm right there in the middle. I lost some weight, but I'm not losing weight now. But I could go harder, you know what I mean? But she told me not to, for the simple fact that
black women bodies are made differently. She said because we were enslaved, our ancestors sometimes didn't get food, and this is still around the hunting and gathering. Yes, people still had to hunt and gather back in slave times because, of course, there wasn't a whole heap of factories creating meat and stuff like that. So, of course, the slave owners would eat first, and they would give, the slaves the scraps.
I'm not sure how you get here, but in any case, who is this commenting to me? Leave me alone if you don't like how I speak. Anyway, sorry you guys. If I had a regular camera, I wouldn't even know this person was commenting. But yeah.
Because we got scraps, our bodies were trained to hold on to things in our stomach, our guts, our butts, and our thighs, especially women. So she was basically saying, if you put a plastic bag or a hoodie on a group of women in general, and they have on jeans and sweatshirts and gloves, you can't see their hands, and you didn't know what their race was, that you could point out every black woman in the group because of their makeup and how they're built, butt, thighs, stomach, whatever.
And I'm sure this is not true for everybody, but she was basically saying we hold on to this type of fat. So when she tried intermittent fasting, she actually gained weight. And so then she proceeded to show me a chart of my weight. And it wasn't a pie chart, it was more like a graph. And she showed me every time I've been to the ER or the doctor, it goes into all the same computer system. She was showing me the peaks and the dips in my weight. And I kind of had a little bit of a constant, but it was a lot of peaks and a lot of dips. And she asked me, Miss J, what's going on with these peaks and dips? Sometimes your weight is here and sometimes it's here. What's going on? And I was looking at because it was on the computer, so I was looking at the computer like, dang, Dr. Iffy. And I was noticing like some of these months with the time me and my husband were going through things, and I never equated your weight with like things you go through in your life. I knew stress and weight had to do with each other, but I never been an emotional eater or a stressed out, let me grab something to eat type of person. I go into an anxiety attack and I don't even want to eat anything. So it was so crazy to see this chart. So she encouraged me to make my own chart, and when I'm going through something, just write myself a little note saying check your weight, and then a month later check it again and just see where you're at. And so that's how you probably should or should not eat during those times. And I thought that was a very interesting topic. And she feels that my emotions being tied to my weight mentally and everything all contributes to my sickle cell just as much as being in cold weather, getting in a pool, being overheated, being sick affects my sickle cell. Your emotions and where you are mentally in your life affect your sickle cell as well. That's just why she has a counselor come in and speak to you for a brief period of time. She also had made me appointments to speak with these counselors outside of the office, so I'm so excited about that. I'm going to get counseling for myself. And that's one thing I want to do, to go step in the right direction, because when you have sickle cell, it's so easy to just even think yourself into a crisis because you're stressed out. Your bills are due, your kids need things, you can't afford them, or you get a flat tire, your car breaks down, anything happen, and you immediately start to have pain because you have stress. And I always knew that mentally, if you're going through something, you can stress out, but I never just put it together like that. So she wants me to have counseling for my sickle cell, just like she wants me to take my medicine every day. She also put me in touch with a nutritionist who takes my insurance. She's going to get me on the right path to eating right. She wants me to stop going vegetarian because I think I'm going to lose weight. She wants me to stop intermittent fasting because she thinks I'm going to lose weight. She wants me to do it the right way. So she's getting me a nutritionist. And I don't know if anybody follows me on Snapchat, but if you do follow me on Snapchat, you saw my ankles. My ankles went from this to this. I had cankles. There were no ankles there. And the only thing I had changed in my regimen was my hydroxyurea. Before, and I had an allergic reaction to it. I had headaches, migraine headaches, those type of headaches where you stand up and it's like, and it was even worse than that. I'll take it a step farther. I could literally say my headache is, and pull a piece of hair and say right up under that hair follicle. That's exactly where my headache is. It wasn't a general area headache. It was just bam, like I can show you exactly where it is. So the doctor that I had before took me off that medicine, but this doctor who I see now, Dr. Iffy, wanted to re-challenge me on this medication again. She felt like, maybe that formula has changed since then, and because it's the only FDA approved medication for your sickle cell, she wanted me to be on this medicine again because she felt like it can really help me. And for you guys who don't know what hydroxyurea is a medicine that increases your fetal hemoglobin, which increases the oxygen in your body when you make new red blood cells. So that our blood cells are made like this instead of like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, warriors, but that's what I remember hydroxyurea to be. But on the downside, hydroxyurea is a form of chemotherapy. It's a cancer pill. It's a cancer pill. So it's a form of taking chemo. It's a form of taking chemo. So you can lose hair, you can gain weight, you can have all these other reactions to it. So when my ankle swelled up because I started taking my hydroxyurea like I was supposed to, because I've been had the medicine, I just wasn't taking it right because I just hate taking so many pills, you guys. I'm on so many medications. It's ridiculous. I just didn't want to take it. And then when I did take it, I could remember to take it. But after Nisha came here with all her medicines all cute and her little morning and afternoon pill bottle and everything like that, I'm sure maybe it was her travel case, but I just seeing somebody else take their medicines properly like they're supposed to, on time, each time, just perfectly like that, encouraged me to want to do the same thing. So I got me a little pill container and I started putting my hydroxyureas in them, and then gradually from Sunday to Wednesday my ankles just swole up. So I went to the emergency room because I was also having pain, not in my ankles, but I was having sickle cell crisis pain, and my ankles were fat. The swelling in my ankles was leaning over my shoe. So when I got to the ER, they asked me what I had changed in my regimen, and I told them the only thing that I had changed in my life was taking my hydroxyurea properly, not when I thought about it, but taking 2 pills every single day at the same time. And they said it's probably that. I googled it and I looked it up, and it said that hydroxyurea, the rare side effect is swelling or gaining weight, gaining 5 pounds in less than a week, and that's exactly what happened. So no wonder my intermittent fasting isn't working, because here I am counteracting my medicine with taking the medication that's making me swell up. But my doctor doesn't seem to agree with that. Agree with a lot of things, honestly. Because even Nisha in her CBD video with taking hemp and rubbing hemp oil into your skin for a muscle relaxant, or even smoking hemp out of a vape, my doctor was not in agreement with that. She said the kind of drug test that she gives me when I get there will detect the hemp if she could not see me anymore. So she's probably not as open-minded as some other doctors, but I respect it because she is my doctor and this is what she wants me to do. And I'm not a big fan of going out and wasting money on something that may or may not work for me anyway. What's the difference between icy hot and hemp oil? I guess you just get relaxed, but I don't know. But anyway, that's all the good information that I found out that I wanted to share with you guys. She's also going to be having my prescriptions sent to me now versus me having to go pick them up, which is such a blessing. And the pharmacy that's going to be bringing me my medicine also kind of assess you, because some people who have sickle cell can't get out the house a lot. So, it's good to have somebody kind of look at you while they come and see you in between appointments, and I'm very excited about that. And what else has been going on with me? I've been to the hospital 3 times, the ER 3 times since I last talked about my sickle cell. I didn't have to be admitted, I just was in there for pain. And overall, I've just been doing really good. I just really been trying to stay healthy and stay positive because I have my son to worry about, and I can't let not being with my husband right now or having to do everything by myself get me down. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I hope that you all without sickle cell can take from this video as far as the weight management, as far as the knowing that we hold on to fat, as far as knowing that where you are mentally can affect your body no matter what you have going on, whether you have lupus, whether you have fibroids, whether you have sickle cell, whether you don't have anything wrong with you. we all go through the same stuff. We just have to be a little bit more careful. And she also wrote me a prescription for compression hose to keep my ankles down. And I'm gonna start wearing them when I don't have nowhere to be, because child, compression hose are not cute, okay? And on top of wearing compression hose, she wants me to go to the gym like I take my medication, which is daily. So I'm supposed to go to the gym. I'm gonna do all of this stuff. I must do all of this stuff, you guys. I'm trying to stay positive. But yes, that's my sickle cell update, and I hope you guys took from this. Thank you so much for listening. I've held y'all for almost 17 minutes. You all can share this video, like this video, and subscribe to this video. And if you've had any complications with hydroxyurea, swollen ankles, or anything else sickle cell related, just let me know in the comment box, and I'll be happy to talk to you guys about it. And even if you have any other diseases in sickle cell, just let me know, because I know a few of my warriors have lupus and fibroids, other things going on. So I love you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Peace.